Hey guys, so today's video is going to be all about the brushes that I have to take with me into 2019. So this is kind of inspired by Casey Holmes's makeup I'm taking into 2019 video. I kind of wanted to use that with brushes. I just filmed my 2018 favorites video. I didn't format that like Casey's, but I thought this was kind of a cool idea, so I did kind of want to put my own little twist on it. I'm going to apologize for the hair situation. I'm having one of those hair days where like I can't get it to look right. I spent like 20 minutes trying to put it in a messy bun and it just was not working, so we're just gonna ignore that today, pretend that's not there. So I have lots of really amazing brushes to share with you guys that I discovered in 2018 or that I just could not put down in 2018, so without further ado, let's hop into it. So I do kind of want to start off with a set that I just wholeheartedly love and recommend, and that is the Shop Miss A Paw Paw Charity Brush Set. So this retails for $12 and you get 10 different brushes. Most of these brushes are blending brushes. They are so soft. They have so many just like useful shapes. You guys know what I mean. Like sometimes I feel like drugstore brush sets, especially with crease brushes, they just give weird shapes and then I'm like, how am I going to use this? I didn't need this brush. This is a really great brush for kind of just buffing things out bare. This is the E127. This one is really, really nice for buffing things out as well as the E126. It's a bit stiffer in that, I also really, really love the E128. I feel like this could be a dupe for a MAC 217. It's absolutely fantastic. I would highly, highly recommend this brush set. And I also have a couple other brushes from Shop Miss A that did make the cut for this video. So let's just start with one of those brushes, and that is the F11. So this is a gigantic fan brush. It's kind of flimsy, I want to say. Like it's flimsy, but the bristles are really soft and they come clean really nicely. This is definitely more of a, I'm just gonna be honest with you guys, cheap feeling brush, but this is only $1. It's pretty light in my hand, but it's fine to work with, and I love this brush so much for a very soft cheek contour. I just kind of dip this into my contour powder, hit it a little bit, and it blends out so beautifully, but it still sculpts my cheeks and it's not like that super duper harsh line. So I feel like this is an amazing brush for like your everyday contour. I also really love from Shop Miss A the F19 brush. This is supposed to be a dupe for the Anastasia Beverly Hills, like their little highlighting brush. This packs a punch with your highlighter. If you guys like more of a diffused highlighter look, if you don't like something so like concentrated and intense, this might not be the brush for you. If you guys like something like hardcore and just like glowing from the gods, you guys will love this brush, and this is once again only $1. So the final brush from Shop Miss A, I just thought we'd get all those out of the way, is the E122, and this is just a very like flat shader brush. This packs color on the lid so well, especially metallic shades, and I also really love this for kind of cutting out my crease or creating that halo shape. It has a really nice kind of rounded tip that I feel like just really works with my eye shape, and it kind of creates that rounded edge for me. It just makes it super easy, so I would also highly recommend this one. And like I said, those brushes are $1 a piece, so you really can't go wrong. So I really only have 2 more face brushes and then kind of an honorable mention because my brush broke in half, but I still loved it a lot. So they're actually all from e.l.f., which is where I buy a lot of my brushes from. I find that these brushes are really high quality, but they are still super duper affordable. So the first one is the e.l.f. highlighting brush. This is what I use to really set my under eyes, and I feel like it is so perfect for this purpose because, as you can see, the bristles are a bit longer and they're kind of floppy. So I feel like when I load this up with powder and then I really press it under my eyes, those bristles get in those little like fine lines I have under my eyes and really set that product down. And I feel like when I use this brush, I get less creasing than when I use like my Luxie tapered highlighting brush, because this is what I was using before. Here's just kind of a size comparison. I feel like they're both like equally fluffy, but this one definitely has longer bristles and they're a bit more flexible. So I really love this one. And then this one has been a favorite for years and years, and that is the e.l.f. Flawless Concealer Brush. So this is like a little super chubby, dense, it almost looks like an eyeshadow like blending brush, but it's a little bit too big for that, for me at least. And the way that I love to use this brush is I would like to use it to very specifically set down areas of my face. So I'm talking spots that crease on my face primarily, and that would be my smile lines right here. So what I usually do is I apply my foundation, apply my concealer, I set my concealer with that highlighting brush that I just mentioned. Then I go in, I take a little teeny dab of powder, tap off the excess, go in and really set down those creases like that. And then I go in with powder and set down my smile lines. And I feel like this significantly reduces the amount of creasing that I get in those areas. So I could not live without this brush. It also does a really nice job of kind of blending out any creases that I do get while I'm still doing my makeup, and it's kind of just setting down without like lifting up the product or making things look weird and cakey. Alright, so the rest of the brushes that I have to mention are eye brushes, because personally I feel like those are the most unique in my collection right now, or brushes that I just feel like stand out more than other brushes, because I kind of feel like a powder brush is a powder brush, a blush brush is a blush brush, but eye brushes are something special, at least to me. I feel like I've really gotten into brushes this year, and I've kind of been collecting them like a crazy person, but I love my brush collection right now, and I'm enjoying so many of them. So let's dive right into these ones. So the first one is this little set that I got in BoxyCharm. Was that November? I think that was November. So this one's kind of cheating because I've really only had this set for a month, but I have been loving it so much, you guys. And I can't remember what it's called now. I'll insert the name on the screen so you guys know what it's called. But here are 3 out of the 4 brushes. Where's the other one? Oh, it's right here. So here are all the brushes. So it has kind of like a mini tapered brush, and I'll just give you a little size comparison to my Morphe M433. So this is not quite as fluffy, but it has kind of those long bristles, and then it's a bit tapered at the point. This is so beautiful for going like deep in your crease if you don't want it to be blown out at all. This is really great for placing color. Same thing with this little teeny tiny mini angled brush. I did not expect to love this brush at all, but I've been loving it so much for the very outer corner. I used it the other day and I used black with it, and I'm kind of terrified to use black shadow because like I feel like if I add black to a look, like there's no taking it back. So if you didn't want it there, you're stuck with it. But this made it so easy to just really precisely place that black in my outer corner and in my outer crease just a little bit. Then these 2 brushes are so good. So the first one is the mini round brush, and I just kind of use this like a pencil brush. I feel like it's the perfect size, and it's so soft. I feel like a lot of pencil brushes, especially affordable ones, tend to be a little bit scratchy on my lower lash line, but this one is so soft, and I feel like it's the perfect like size to where it blows out my lower lash line, but it doesn't like blow my shadow out to here. So it's great to use for everyday looks. And then this is the mini flat angled brush, and as you can see, it's angled. It has kind of a flat top right here. This is beautiful for the inner corner. I don't really like it for my brow bone because I feel like it's too precise, but for really getting in that inner corner and making it nice and bright, this is fantastic. This next brush I feel like absolutely everyone should have in their collection because it is so good, and I didn't know that I needed it until I bought it, and that is the e.l.f. Detail Crease Brush. So as you guys can see, it's just a little guy. It's really small. I'll hold up my M433 for comparison again. So as you can tell, it's much smaller, it's not as fluffy, and it's just kind of wispy. And this brush is so unexpectedly good for really specifically placing color and kind of very detailed outer corner work. This brush is so good, you guys. It's super soft. I've washed it lots of times, and I've never had any issues with it shedding or falling apart. And I'm pretty sure this is $3. So go to e.l.f.'s website, order yourself one, wait till they have free shipping, no minimum, but this is so good, you guys. So I feel like the backbone of my brush collection is my Morphe M433. So I have 2 of these, and I don't know why I don't just buy like 5, because I literally use this almost every single time I do an eye look. It's really hard for me to even create an eye look without using this brush. It just really nicely kind of places color in the crease, diffuses it. It's definitely more of a messy application. I don't want to say messy. It's more of a diffused application. It's not as concentrated or as precise. But this is absolutely perfect for everyday looks or just kind of creating a transition-y base shade. This is another absolute must-have from the drugstore that I hear no one talking about, and I don't know why, you guys, because this is so good. And that is the Essence Precision Eyeliner Brush, I think it's called. I've had mine for 2 or 3 years at this point, and they've changed the packaging. It's like pretty marble packaging now. It's super cute. But this is a super duper thin, precise eyeliner brush. Now, I do not especially like this with cream liners. I feel like it gets a little like splayed, you know what I'm talking about? Like the bristles start to go everywhere a little bit, and they just kind of clump together. But this is so good with either powder shadow or, you know, those like how you put glitter in your crease, like half cut crease it with glitter, you know what I mean? It's absolutely fantastic for that, and it works really great with concealer as well. So this is an awesome little brush. I use it all the time, and I should buy another one because I do use it like 2 or 3 times a week. But it's absolutely amazing. Another brush from e.l.f. is the small precision brush. This is the brush I use to highlight my inner corner every single day. It works so good. It's the perfect size. I really don't like using oversized brushes in my inner corner because I don't really like when my inner corner highlight gets to like down there. I'm sorry if you guys can hear like water running. I think my neighbor is running their shower. But it just does a really nice job of really precisely placing that color. It also works well if you're gonna like kind of use concealer to cut your crease. I just prefer it more for the inner corner and that Shop Miss A brush for cutting my crease. So that's actually gonna wrap this video up. These are all the brushes that I am definitely taking with me into 2019. Let me know what your guys' favorite brushes were of 2018. I would love to know. Like I said, I'm on a bit of a brush kick lately. I went to TJ Maxx last night and I almost bought, they had like a Real Techniques, I think it was their Blush Crush collection. It had like a big bronzer brush, like a little contour or under eye setting brush, and then a crease brush. I almost bought it. I'm kind of wishing that I did because I love Real Techniques brushes and they last so long. But anyways, I'm on a bit of a brush craze lately and I would love to try out your favorites. So make sure you leave them for me in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel down below so you don't miss out on more videos from me, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!